The opposer from the 40 servants is a servant that's all about opposition or restrictions that are placed on you from outside yourself. Whereas the devil card from the 40 servants is all about your inner demons or your inner restrictions or those rules that you have that you place upon yourself, your own morals, your own kind of ways that you want to live life, or your own restrictions or shadows or stuff, all the things that's coming from you. Whereas the opposer is all of the things that are coming from the world, such as, the laws of the land, people at work who are giving you a hard time, people who are stopping you doing things, the actual people or events or laws or outside influences that are in opposition to you, that are imposing upon you and that are restricting you. So we'll go to the book. The opposer shows us how we're being restricted by outside forces. He encourages us to face the opposition and restrictions imposed on us by others. When the opposer appears, it is an indication that you are being restricted by outside forces or influences. Someone or something is stopping you from getting your way. This could be laws, social customs, family obligations, or traditions or social pressure, but often represents an actual person in your life. Although they both deal with restriction or limiting, the devil points at restrictions from within yourself, while the opposer is about restrictions coming from outside forces. You can overcome this resistance, but the victory can only be achieved by action. It will not resolve itself if ignored. There must be some form of a battle with the opposing force for the opposition to cease. The opposer will never back down unless confronted, and even then events may get worse before a solution is found. This may result in the need for you to walk away, but not always. This isn't a card of failure or defeat. It's just a sign that a battle is ahead and you must prepare yourself for that. The opposer reminds you that for the most part, these restrictions aren't actually real in an absolute sense, but going against them will usually come with a penalty or punishment. For instance, you can drive your car at any speed you desire, but if you get caught going too fast in a restricted area, you will have to face the consequences and pay the fine. The opposer can be banished when someone appears in your life that is getting in your way, messing with your plans or placing some sort of restriction on you. Drawing the opposer's sigil along with writing your target's name on a stone and then throwing it into the sea or river is a great banishing, as is writing the person's name along with the opposer's sigil on paper and then burning it. In baneful magic, the opposer can be sent to restrict an enemy in their plans, also useful when trying to stop new laws being created or to stop decisions being made, also useful for restricting planning permissions or permits. So that's the opposer, and it's definitely the thing to think about the opposer is that outside forces that are restricting you in some way, whereas that could be a boss, someone you work with, someone who isn't given, someone who works in like the county court or whatever, who isn't giving you the planning permission, and anything that's stopping you in your freedoms or stopping you being or expressing yourself in the way would be an opposing force and therefore represented by the opposer. So it comes up an awful lot in people's lives. It's just the nature of the world, and so it's a good servant to get to know. So the opposer from the 47s. So if you want to find out more about the 40 servants, you can go to the40servants.com, and there you will find all the information you will need to start working with the 40 servants. You'll also find links to where you can buy the grimoire and where you can buy the deck, and all the information that you could possibly ever want on the 40 servants will be there.